So last week was a bit of a bummer when a court in North Carolina approved new redistricting maps for the state that would be used in the 2020 election. And as luck would have it, all of the voters who filed the election challenge to Madison Cawthorn, trying to get him kicked off the ballot, all of those voters were suddenly no longer in his district. Because of that, the election board had no choice but to dismiss the election challenge against him. They said, listen, you don't have standing. You're no longer in his district. You're technically not going to be his constituents, so you don't have the standing to file this challenge. Cawthorn wins on a technicality. Well, as I said at the time over on my other channel, all they had to do was find more plaintiffs, more claimants to come forward and just say, yeah, I'm in his district now, I'll file it. And wouldn't you know it, those good lawyers managed to do that. And so far they do have two people who have now refiled that election challenge against Madison Cawthorn, once again putting his seat in jeopardy. And honestly, I'm surprised it even took a week for this to happen. Those lawyers should have had these other people lined up right away. But hey, they did what they were supposed to do. They went out, they found these people. And of course, it is a valid challenge based on the 14th Amendment to whether or not Madison Cawthorn can in fact serve in Congress or in any elected position in this country. Because let's not forget, folks, if this elections board decides, makes the determination that Madison Cawthorn provided support for an insurrection against the government, he's banned from holding office. Not just that particular House seat, he's banned from holding office in the United States of America. His political career is done, which it should be. The guy is an absolutely horrible human being. He referred to Toby Keith this week as the great philosopher Toby Keith while speaking on the House floor. That's now in the House record that Toby Keith is a great philosopher. But I guess for somebody like Madison Cawthorn, you probably do think country music stars are philosophers, right? Cawthorn has a long road ahead of him, but of course there are some hurdles for the claimants themselves. First and foremost, the panel has to determine whether or not what happened on January 6th is actually an insurrection. If they say no, it was not, the whole case is over. If they say yes, it was, then we continue to the next hurdle. Did Madison Cawthorn offer support for them either vocally or materially during those events? Now, we can look at his speech at the Stop the Steal rally. However, that presents another hurdle. Do we classify the Stop the Steal rally as part of the insurrection? I think you'd kind of be hard-pressed to do that. That was a separate event. And to give you a little, and I'm just trying to lay out the legal arguments, what a defense lawyer or a prosecutor would say in court, folks. Don't think that I agree with these things just because I'm saying them. But think about it this way. If some of them got together for breakfast that morning at Waffle House, would that be considered part of the insurrection or not? Because it's the same people who were involved just earlier in the day. Same thing with the Stop the Steal rally. So that's where a good defense lawyer could easily come forward and say, listen, Cawthorn spoke at Stop the Steal. That wasn't an insurrection, that was a speech. He showed up, he talked, he left. What those people did after that was completely on them. And that honestly is a pretty good argument. But so far, the legal arguments we have seen from Cawthorn's lawyers have been laughable. So I don't know that they're smart enough to even think of that. And trust me, no, they're not watching these videos. They're not going to get that clue from me on how to win this case. So anyway, that's what's happening with the case. It's back on, and hopefully it kicks Cawthorn out of office forever.
This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.